Hello, this is Dr. Light, and I'm going to be doing a Bunker 1 00 Agent tutorial for the normal strat, the non-running strat. If you want to see the running strat video, Goose has a tutorial. It's pretty good. You can watch that. However, this is going to be aimed at getting about, hopefully, 112 to 108, and it's about like 30 to 60 to 70 points. Pretty good. And one of my favorite levels, and we're going to be watching my 109. This is my second 109 of 4 non-running strat 109s. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, I'm just going to assume you know the objectives. You have a decent understanding of like the common of like how to do the level, but you want to know how to do it optimally and how to do it fast. So yeah, let's see. So first, you're going to watch both cinemas because you're going to need the guard at the bottom of the steps that you'll see move from the glass door down to the bottom of the steps. So, after watching both cinemas, you're going to be back right strafing. You're going to be holding down and right and turning right, and then you're going to open the door. And throughout this whole time, you're going to be wanting to look straight. You don't want to look down, and you're not going to want to look up. The reason is because that could despawn the guard you're hoping to pull grenade. So you're going to go out and right strafe, switch to left, and keep left strafe. And this guard is one of the guards that can pull a grenade. He pulls it in this run. Usually he's not the best one to pull a grenade. About a third of the time he can only blow up himself, maybe even one other one, and he'd even lure some other guards. But then sometimes he's able to just kill all the guards, maybe leave a few stragglers. There's going to be 2 stragglers left in this run, and I'm going to have to kill them, but it's really not a big deal. So we're going to continue. And another thing is, if he does not see you, you can shoot near him if you're just farming for only grenades. And he could die in the explosion from the optimal grenade guard, which is this guard. This guard right here. This is a more optimal guy to pull a grenade. He will almost always kill 4, 5, 6 guards, and he's just the better one to pull a grenade. So, and you're going to see that in Clemens 107 after we watch my run in depth. So, next thing is now you're going to see up to this guard. Killing this guard is super important. Usually killing this guard gets Boris's hands up, which is what starts Boris's timer to start walking once you are in a close enough radius to him. However, in this run, Boris does not get his hands up until I'm right next to him. So that wasted some time. You could have gotten his hands up about 2 seconds faster, and we're also going to see that in Clemens' run later. So while you're waiting for Boris to move after having his hands up for about a certain time, you can kill this guard in the process. And I move out of his radius. He has a super small radius that he's going to start moving from, and then it turns to a pretty big radius when he starts moving. So so I recommend you kind of just stay right next to him. However, if you stand basically right next to him, he's gonna waste a second trying to get around you, and it is not good. So you want to stay right on the edge of the table, right where I am. You're not touching him, but you're not too far away. It's basically a feel thing. You're gonna know where to stand next to him after a few hours of play. Not even a few hours, like an hour of play. So now you're gonna wait for him to go past you. You don't want to block him. Gonna waste time. I get shot by one of the straggling guards, but I take out the camera pretty quickly, so I'm able to stay next to Boris. Charging Club guard, kill him, and kill the keycard guard. Now I get in front of him a little bit, and I try to pick up a lot of stuff. I only get a few things, but yeah. During this pause, you're going to pause, take out the camera, and because you're waiting for Boris to walk, you can you're is basically an auto scroller at this point, and also you don't want to be in his way, so don't pause like where you know he's gonna walk. So you can also see during this pause, I look to see what I got. I see, oh, I have the computer room key card. I got double clubs to warp the end, and yeah, it's good to just see your inventory and like prepare. So I take out my camera, take the camera, and if for some reason Boris is like kinda not at the bottom of the stairs, like he's where I'm standing right now, don't go too fast. Remember you have to stay in his radius. Like you have to just keep that in the back of your mind. Stay close to Boris. Don't be in his way. Those are the two things you have to just keep in the back of your mind while you're walking him. And I've lost lots of run by going up these stairs super fast. So I'm like, I need to get this camera, and I need to get to the door to open it for him, and I'm like panicking because you get one of these good runs like once in every 20 to 30 minutes, just like S200 or anything that like you're grinding out for something's pretty specific. So you don't want to mess it up and you start freaking out and stuff like that. Just calm down. You just gotta take the steps. So you can see he's going up the stairs, so I'm in no rush. Take out this camera, not super cleanly. I get hit at about 3.5 bars of health, but here, super important. You're going to open this door for Boris. If you have the computer room keycard, which you should because you had all that time to look on the ground, and the computer room keycard should be right around there because the card that pulls the optimal grenade, he is the one that pulls the computer room keycard. And also, I'll talk about this now. So you can see here, I took out this camera. We're also going to see another thing in Clemens' run later where he does the key analyzer here, which is probably the more optimal choice. However, it doesn't waste time. It's just a more effective use of your time. And I probably wouldn't recommend it if you're low on health because there could be a straggler who could shoot you 2 to 3 times while you're in your pause. And yeah, so here, you can take out this camera pretty fast, and then you're going to be waiting for Boris. It'd be a really good time to quick pause, especially if you did not key analyzer at the right when you got here. The quick pause, since you have 2 more pauses left, probably saves around zero point 0.5 seconds each. Uh, yeah, that sounds about right. About us, and it just so like right here, I could open this door, do a quick pause, and yeah. But this opening this door, super important. Saves about zero point 0.4 seconds if they have the computer room keycard. And same thing with this door. This door does not require the computer room keycard. So if you don't have it, you're losing zero point 0.4. But if you do have it, uh, you can open the first door because Boris has to stop to open it. So that's a zero point 0.8 save. It's really good. Don't forget it. Basically a full second. I do it here. It's pretty good. And you can see there's 3 guards in here, but you don't want to freak out. You don't want to go charging that guard on the left because you still need to be in Boris's radius. Still need to keep that in the back of your mind. So here, kill this guard. And now I'm like, I didn't go around to take cover and kill this guard. I just go towards him, still in Boris's radius. And now I stand here for a second because I didn't see the message pop up, but I see the message pop up and mow down the rest of these guards. I actually thought it was KF7. Clob worked fine though. And I also use the Clob to make the alarm go off earlier. Making the alarm go off earlier is kind of a give and take, and I'll get more into it later. And there's been debate on doing it early and debate on doing it later. I think it's better to do it early if you have more health, and better do it later if you're on like half a bar. It just seems safer that way. You're less likely to die. We'll get into that when we go over uh, early alarm versus late alarm. So, I use the clob to create noise. We're I just look at my objectives, not sure why. Probably made sure to do keycard here. I'm not sure why I switched. It's all the same. Basically an auto-scroller waiting for Boris to get done with the mainframe. I have about like 12 seconds left anyway. And take out the two cameras. Oh, go back. Super important. Super important again. If you do not have the computer room keycard, you have to close and reopen this door from the inside. Because if you go outside this room without it, you lose the run. You can't reopen the door, and you just lose the run because you can't go back in and use the data thief. And so that key card is very important. There's two of them. You want to make sure you have the computer room key card. It saves point 4, and it makes it so you can't get stuck outside the room if you forget. I've lost a lot of runs by doing that. Not proud of it, but it happens. So now all I got left is use the key analyzer and take out two cameras, and then pause and get out the data thief. And now it's basically a waiting game until Boris hacks the mainframe. Here comes up his last message. That means there's about 5 seconds left, and I start building speed on the mainframe. And you're mashing Z. You mash Z because you just can't hold Z. You just mash Z, and the second that you see objective C come up or hear the noise, I'm pretty sure you hear the noise like a frame or two before you see the objective. But either one works, and that's when you just start running to the end. This is where this is where the other part of your time saver comes that isn't the start. Getting to the end as fast as possible. You can see I wait here for about like 0.5 seconds. This could have been maybe a 108. This could have been a really good run if I did get Boris's hands up earlier or left here sooner. But the ending is clean. I take a little bit of a wide turn, but don't get backed. And yeah, you can see how these guards are out in the open because I did the early alarm. I get boosted once towards the door and get boosted out. Pretty good ending, and yeah, it's a 109. I think that's 68 points right now, and you can see there's so many things that are just super sloppy. But yeah, so that's my run. And now we're going to be watching Clemens' run. We're going to be seeing Clemens 107. He was the third person to get 107, and we'll just see how this happened, like why he got 107 instead of 109. And so he's gonna do the same. Watch both cinemas. Back right strafe. Go out here. This guard will not pull grenade. He gets the optimal grenade pull. This optimal grenade pull, you're gonna see how it kills every guard over here. It's gonna like blow up like, I think it like bounces off the wall then lands back here compared to the other grenade which goes like over here. And so it didn't kill like these two guards. It kills these three guards and the two guards that are coming over here. It's just a much better grenade spot. And now you're gonna see this guard dies and Boris's hands start going up now. Kind of hard to see, not the best quality, but he starts going up now as opposed when I got there. I got to Boris and then he started putting his hands up. It's like a 1.5 seconds, 2-second save. So I think that right there is why he got 107 and not 109. It's so good to get Boris's hands up. He also does the better thing of right when Boris's message pops up, you kind of anticipate it, then move back, and then he starts moving, doesn't get in his way, shoots out the camera, and you can see like there's just the one guard alive, but from by the camera that he was shooting at. But you can see he has all this time. You can just pick up everything and pause, does the camera, gets hit again, but it's fine. He still has 4 bars, 5 bars, and now he does the key analyzer. as again, this is just a better use of your time. It just makes more sense. But you can see he's down to 3 bars. I may not have done it on this run, but you can see he also opens both doors. That's a .8 save if you do not do it. And he uses the KF7 in here, which I don't, which is also another probably better thing, because if you use the KF7 in here, it won't make the early alarm go off, and it won't lure more guards. It's just too far away, and it just won't do anything. You can see there's still 2 guards, but not a big deal. Peeks around this corner, takes out the camera that I did first, and see, it's just a lot faster to do it this way than take out the other camera. And now he's in here before Boris's last message even popped up. Charging mainframe he's here about 5 seconds early, while I was here about 2 to 3 seconds early. So he's getting definitely full speed. I probably maybe lost a frame or two from not getting absolutely full speed, but it's fine. So he luckily did not get trolled there, not get back to there, but you can see he leaves like, oh, actually not like a lot faster than me. Not like instant, a lot cleaner end. Gets a back though. However, his tight corners kind of made up for it. He still gets a boost, warps out. Everything's fine. And the end, really good run, 107. Still holds up today. Even though Clemens has, even though he has 102 now. So, now, I'm just going to show one last run, and it's going to be Jimbo's 108. I'm going to be showing this run because it shows the difference in early versus late alarm. So yeah, you can see he's using PP7 to not alert other guards. Still using PP7. Key analyzer. He has a key card, so he didn't need to close and reopen that door. And now building speed. And now the alarm goes off, as compared to 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds earlier on mine and Clemens' run. Here, tight turns. Here's the big difference. The glass is always going to be open for you no matter how fast you go. However, these guards can just block you completely. You'll most likely not get hit as much. You'll most likely not get backed as much. Less chance of getting boosts forward. However, you can get super trolled. If you know you're on good pace, use the early alarm. If you think you're gonna die, you got 1 bar left for whatever reason, use the PP7 at the to take out the rest of the cameras. Because if he got through those, he even got trolled a little bit. He kind of got stuck, even gets hit. But he got health, it doesn't really matter. If he got through, he probably wouldn't have gotten a hit, and he would have only gotten this boost out. So he would have only gotten a hit once, as compared to mine and Clemens' runs, which we got hit twice, and I'd say we were pretty lucky to only get hit twice. But yeah, he gets 108 in the end, and yeah, that's about it. I think I covered about everything. But yeah, oh yeah, ending. Warp to double clobs here. I said to check it earlier when you paused. If you got double clobs, it's always the best way to warp out that you have. Better than switching to unarmed, better than anything else that you would have in this level. Super important. Not super important. If you could warp without it, it's fine. But yeah, that's about it. If you have questions, you can leave comments. For me, you can message me on Discord. I'm in the Elite Discord a lot. I try to help out others there, and I stream every once in a while. You can ask me there. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this gets more people playing the level. It's one of my favorites, and I hope you really like it too if you choose to play it. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.